home of your living, chances are you're decorating your home for the holidays. Of course, we've got Halloween up first, and I think it's best when they're decorated, your home's decorated with handmade crafts, especially ones that you do with your kids. And
Yes.
Adeina is here to show us how to make some great projects you can do either by yourself or have your kids do. So
Exactly.
very excited.
Yes, and I love, love, love this craft because I do read every once in a while, but with the iPads and the Kindles, you have all these old books hanging around, or you can go to the thrift store and get them for like $1 or
Or
a
a
quarter.
garage sale or something like that.
Exactly, and this is a really fun craft. I gotta say, my son freaked out a minute when I was cutting a book. I'm like, it's okay, honey, I've read it a couple times, we're good.
Because we're going to turn it into this cute pumpkin. If you're
Yes.
wondering why we're holding up a book, take a look at that. It's going to go from, this is the ultimate way to recycle from this to this. Okay,
Yes.
so how do you do it?
Okay, so great. You want to make sure it's a paperback. You can't use a hardback; it just doesn't work really well. And you want to make sure that it's a pretty thick book, so you get a nice, big, full pumpkin.
Okay.
And so what I did, and I didn't really have a pattern or anything, and you just take your pen, and you just kind of draw
Make a pumpkin
your
shape.
pumpkin out like
Yeah.
so. And then you're going to cut it,
How do you cut it?
with
Page by the
scissors.
time?
And I wouldn't use an X-Acto knife,
Okay.
just because you don't get. It's a lot easier with scissors. It's a really simple craft. And you cut it, and then you're going to kind of pull it like this, and keep drawing, and do about 5 pages at a time. You don't want to do a whole lot.
So that
and
will
this is
take
what
a
you're going to
while.
end up with.
So it looks like this, okay, and then how do you make it all glittery?
Okay, so you want to actually take some glue dots and glue that first page on each side, and then make yourself a little stem out of wood or out of paper, and we're going to use the hot glue gun here real quick. Kind of put that in there like so. Take your stem of your pumpkin, and then you can use glue dots or you can use a hot glue gun. I like the glue dots, they hold really well. And these are kind of cool because you can just place it like that. And then
you won't
lift
burn
up.
yourself.
And you won't burn yourself, that's right. But you want to put a whole bunch of glue dots. I would put definitely more than that. And now you have your pumpkin.
Okay.
So now you're going to take your Mod Podge. And this is where you got to be really careful because you don't want to put too much because then the pages will stick together.
Okay.
So you're going to go ahead and take your Mod Podge like so. And just kind of do the edges like this. And so you don't want to take too much. And then after you're done with that, you just dip it right in the glitter because you're just going to do the edges.
Oh, that's so precious.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cute.
I love this craft.
And then you just keep going all the way around to have your kids do that, and you've got a great decorative piece
Pumpkin,
of
that's
the
right.
table or wherever you want to do that. You can do several of them,
Yes.
depending on how many books you have. Okay,
Yes.
I also saw your new take on the pumpkin. The carvable pumpkins that you just decorate instead of actually cutting up.
Yes, and it's really easy. No knives required. And you're just going to get your regular crafty glue here and draw your pattern, whatever you want to draw. And I definitely recommend the craft glue. The hot glue dries too fast. And you can go ahead. We'll just do a little one here.
Okay. So
Like
a little
that.
curly Q right there.
And then just
okay.
get some sequins or some beads.
You put
and
them
just
on
place them on.
individually. Oh
Yep.
my, this must have taken you forever.
About an hour, so it's not too bad, but then you have it forever because it won't go rotten. So you can just pack them away in the garage when you're done and use them again next year.
Very cute. And again, this is something that the kids can do.
Yes.
And here is what it looks like when it's finished. And then I'm assuming you just put
That
glue
is
on
just
there.
some
and
Mod
then-
Podge and glitter. That's
I
it.
love it. Okay,
Really easy.
we've got about a minute for the last craft.
All right, so this is a really simple, fun craft, and you're just going to make little strips of paper about an inch
Making a mess.
thick. And you're going to go ahead and take a pipe cleaner and
This is what we're making.
that's what we're making. So take a punch hole on each end, put your pipe cleaner in, go like so, and then and you could use some glue dots on this to hold it together, but for time I'll just go ahead and do this. And put another one in like that. And you're going to use about 5 strips. And so now you start having your pumpkin.
That is so cute.
Really simple, easy ways
It
to
is.
decorate your house. Inexpensive.
And the young ones can do that.
Yes,
you
they
can do it
certainly
yourself. And you put a
can.
little leaf on there.
Yeah, just cut
and
your
then
own
you
little
cut your
leaf.
pipe cleaner, and
And
there's a
look at
cute
that.
little pumpkin.
There's your pumpkin.
Or you know what? You could even write someone's name on it if you want to have.
Table
If you're having a
settings,
party, write a table place
yes.
setting. So great ideas.
Thank you.
Definitely
Fun
getting
and
us in the
easy.
holiday spirit.
I know.
Thanks for coming by. Of course, all the items that you've seen here are something that you can do just by running to your craft store. You can get more great ideas by checking out Crafting with Adeina on Time Warner Digital Cable 988. You can also get more ideas at her webpage, which is craftingwithadeina.com.